I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I want to know, have you ever seen a raid?
Yeah, I'm Shane.
That's my introduction for today.
Yeah?
I just want to change it up, I just want to keep the people guessing,
You
Give
keep
them,
me guessing.
give them what they don't want to know. Or, wait, hold on. Give them what they don't know they want. You know what I mean?
Seems a little rapey.
It's like Art of War. Fight your enemy where they're not. So, give the people things that they're not expecting to want. Right?
I don't know.
All right. Well, fine then. Fine then. Whatever.
Yeah,
Ruin my fun, would you?
I will.
Piece of shit. I think it was fun and it was unexpected, and that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only people that really care about your introductions are Tony Burgess, Adam Pacino, Mark Stadler, Natalie Tacarante, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Colton Zamersla, Jeremy Brazzers, and Chantel.
Yeah. That's true. We'll just see what they have to say about it. In case you're curious, I'm also Levi. That's my name. I fucking left that out and then was like, well, what if we get a new person? It's like, who the fuck is this guy? Is he just CCR? Is that his name?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Could be. God, that'd be tight. Yeah, if you want to be a Patreon person, you gotta go to the link tree, which is in the description. And then you can click on the Patreon link. And you know what else you can find there? You can find our YouTube. If you're watching this, then congrats. You fucking made it. So, good job on that one. But then you can also find our merch store. So, things are flying off the virtual shelves as we speak, I mean, it's not like there's a certain amount of things that we have, but I would say the fake, quantities are running low. So you better act now.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I got a word of mouth review for the show. So I had a buddy from work listen to the show, and he said that you say too much.
Yeah. That's because we're not scripted. And
that's what I told him. I was like, we're flying off the cuff, dude. We hit record, and then we just start talking, and we hope for the best.
Yeah. There's sometimes where I definitely, plan what I'm going to say about a certain thing. Like, I'll read a story ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then go, this is kind of the direction I want to take the tangent,
Yeah.
But other than that, in between stories, trying to gather my thoughts, I do say a lot, and fucking pay attention to that one now. See, here's the problem with people like that, where they go, you say way too much. You point out other words that people say too much, and then that's all they can think of, and you ruin their life. So have fun going crazy, counting ums and likes, because that's your life now.
Yeah.
No. But it is something that I think of every time I'm in the middle of a thought. I'm like, oh, fuck, shouldn't have said that. Obviously I don't say that part out loud, but it is what it is. Constructive feedback's always good, but it is hard, especially where we don't write anything. And even people who do, if you listen to Time Suck, Dan says quite a bit for a dude who has it fucking teleprompted right in front of him, so
Yeah, Gary.
Yeah, Gary, you piece of shit. No. I can take criticism well, I promise. It doesn't sound like it, but I'm just explaining the fact that I can.
Yeah, he's not arguing with you, okay?
I'm autistic as shit, Gary. Here's the problem, all right? I don't know how to have conversations with people normally, okay? I only argue. We could be having the best time, and I'm still arguing with you. Ask Shane. He's been there. Yeah. How many times have I argued with you about the most insignificant things?
I've never heard you argue with me ever.
You're a piece of shit. You son of a bitch. Fucking gaslighting me right now. I see how it is.
Dude, I've never gaslit you.
Yeah, you're doing it right now.
Oh, man. What about those comments on the video on YouTube from last week?
Well, let me tell you, we got some. So that's good. We're moving up.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
How many
going to
we
read them. Well, we have 5. 2 different people. 2 different posters. Pantera Girl 101 is back. And
Nice.
As a resident of Florida, she had some things to say about what we were talking about with the Florida schooling and their the fuck, I don't even know. It's such a shit show. It's hard to think of which story it was, but anyway, Florida and their shitty education system. She had to say first, she said, I would guess that the anti-woke agenda is primarily led by DeSantis, who completely flipped out at the beginning of the school year because a teacher, on the first day of school, had BLM up on her screen projector. He went on a tirade about liberal teachers teaching this agenda to our children. The teacher was a history teacher who had numerous subjects up on her board. Oh, that's what it was. We were talking about them removing George Floyd and Black Lives Matter from the
history curriculum.
The history books, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's wild.
It's all coming back to me now. The teacher was a history teacher, yeah. And she had to go out and explain as a history teacher, yes, this is part of the current events in her class. That was a big no-no from our governor, though. And then she says, as someone who has been through the system and has kids in the system currently, school system, Florida school system, not the... The
Not
only thing
jail?
I think of when I hear system in relation to kids, I always think of group homes, or not group homes, but
like
adoption
children's
and things,
services,
orphanages and things like that. But she's talking about a school system. I can definitely vouch for what a joke the school system in Florida is. I was like, yeah, checks out. And then we got Adrian. And I don't even remember what this is in response to, but I'm gonna read it and maybe it'll inspire me like the first one did. He says, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they claim to be red ants, not carpenter ants. With a laughing emoji and then jokes in parentheses.
Did we even talk about ants last week?
I don't fucking know.
I like it, Adrian. Whatever you're doing, keep it going, dude.
I love him. He's great, but I don't remember what even after he commented this 5 days ago, and when I read it, I was like, "What the fuck did we talk about ants?" Like, I don't remember this, unless it was like a throwaway thing where we weren't really talking about it. But I don't know. And then he said, in regards to the plane crash, the guy who crashed his plane on purpose, first offense, he won't get 20 years, which is what they're saying. It's going to be harsh, but in my opinion, he won't get a 20 piece. Which is a really cool way of saying I know how prison system works.
Really?
He said 20 piece.
I thought when he said 20 piece, I was thinking about chicken nuggets.
That's because we're fat. That's how that works. And then he also said present with this emoji and then the sideways laughing guy. So if you're listening to this and you're like, man, I want to comment on what they're talking about when they actually end up talking about something important, how do I do that? Well, like I said earlier, link tree in the description, or, if you're watching this on YouTube, just type a comment in. Go ahead, do it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't
Let
be
us know in the
nervous.
comments, Carpenter Ants or Red Ants,
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You pick one. What's your favorite ant? I don't even know. Oh man. Okay, so on to the things we got. I want to start with the most interesting one, in my opinion. Like interesting and like celebrity news. You know who Patrick Mahomes is, right?
No clue.
Never heard of him. Anyway,
Never heard of him.
he's
He
a
plays for
partial
that-
owner of the Kansas City Royals and and also might play football somewhere. I don't
He
know.
also owns another team.
Doesn't he own like the
Fuck,
soccer
dude.
team or some shit?
No, like another, like a fucking, like shit you wouldn't even think about. What is it? Cause, damn it, a pickleball. He owns a pickleball team too,
Oh,
like a
shit,
professional
okay.
pickleball team.
Weird.
He does. Tom Brady does. A bunch of people own professional pickleball.
Is there like
teams.
some secret like pickleball money that nobody's telling us about that we need to invest in? Or
Dude, I know we're gonna go off on a rant, but I'm gonna go anyway. There's fucking professional wiffle ball, bro.
what?
I found it on YouTube. They're legit. They treat it just like a real baseball game. There's fucking stats and
Well,
everything.
that's even funnier. The fact that they're like serious about it.
They're serious
Listen.
as fuck. Like
There was contact. You could hear it. It went.
they have cameras set up for when they challenge stuff for tags.
The high speed camera for the strikeout.
Did they throw it? Dude, they have a speed limit cap. You can't throw a
Really?
pitch faster than 73 miles an hour or 72 miles an hour. They throw those balls hard as fuck.
Dude,
It's
I
a
don't
real
think-
wiffle ball.
Wait, what's a real wiffle ball? The one with holes in it?
Yeah, they fucking
How
whip
can
that
you
mother.
throw that fast?
Bro, I'll send you a link to the video so you can watch one of the series, dude.
I am fucking blown away right now. That's something I did not expect to know about, but here we are, 2023 wiffle ball
Major League Wiffle
Championships.
Ball. Yeah, they played last year, and their World Series was played in SoFi Stadium in LA.
What the fuck? That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Dude, I like to watch it. I think it's cool to watch, but because they like whip that month, like they make that ball like do crazy curves.
I'd be impressed just by the ball moving around more than anything.
They make it. They throw risers, they throw sliders, they throw change ups.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking nuts.
You know what's really funny about this whole thing
What?
is you lighten the mood with some wiffle ball talk, and we're all joking, and this story is gonna get sad in a second.
Fuck.
So,
All right.
So Patrick Mahomes, I don't know if you remember, but he's got a brother who likes to do TikTok dances on the sidelines and shit.
Okay.
Jackson Mahomes is his name, and he's kind of a fucking tool. Anyway, Jackson Mahomes has been arrested and is currently awaiting charges for aggravated sexual battery.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he was at a nightclub in Johnson County, Kansas, and the owner of the establishment, the woman who owns this business, this restaurant,
Yeah.
he like grabs her by the neck and like forcibly kisses her and shit. And I like,
Rough.
you can watch the video. She plays it off real good, but you can tell that was like not on her plan for that day. Like she
Yeah.
was not expecting any of that to happen. She's not into him, like any of that shit. So, anyway, he's got that going on. It happened in February 25th, 2023. And like I said, it was the woman who owns the restaurant, and then he was doing all sorts of different shit. He was shoving people, being belligerent, all these other things. But the biggest part, which I don't know, sexual battery really sounds like you just beat the fuck out of somebody, right? But like, I guess, and this comes back to like how every time we have like a legal verbiage issue, it's always like, I don't know, it's always something different than what you'd expect it to be. Like
Yeah.
manslaughter sounds archaic, and like you gutted somebody from fucking taint to tip, you know, and like pulled
Yeah.
all their insides out, but really it just means you accidentally killed somebody. It's like, oh, all right, cool.
Why can't we just call it accidental murder? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they do in some places, but every place is different, and that's the
Right.
problem. Like, okay. Anyway,
Well, I think it makes sense for it to be battery because sexual assault is rape or penetration
yeah.
of some sort.
right, yeah.
And so since he didn't penetrate her, which is terrible to say, it's
Yeah.
just battery.
Yeah, which is wild. Yeah, he grabbed her by the throat, forced her head back, kissed her 3 times when they were in the office together, and that's where the camera footage comes from. And then she investigators came to her, she was like, "Yeah, I didn't consent to any of that." She pushed him away at one point, and he told her not to tell anybody about what happened, which is, a really good sign of things, of people that do good things, is don't tell anybody about this. So anyway, yeah, so that's one thing that's going on, which is pretty cool. His sister-in-law, Brittany Mahomes, or Matthews is her maiden name, but anyway, she had this cryptic, as the kids are calling it, a cryptic tweet and Instagram post where she shared this image that says, "As you get older, you start to understand the difference between friends and associates, family and blood, business and work, love and lust, want and need, and most of all, what's important and what's not. Unfortunately, a lot of y'all met me when I lacked boundaries and was a people pleaser. Let me reintroduce myself. I burn bridges as needed," which is okay. That seems aggressive, but like, it happened. She posted this after all of his shit's going down, so people are like,
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah. Anyway, that's you hate to see it. Yeah, things like that are obviously disgusting, but I kind of fucking can't stand looking at Jackson Mahomes' face, so if he could just go to jail and be out of my face, that'd be great.
Yeah, it would.
Because he's just got one of them stupid fucking faces, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how different temperamentally him and his brother are, He's such a, TikTok kid where he's like trying to be trendy and influencer like and all this shit. And then Patrick's just like, I play football real good and I don't really know what to do with my hands. So,
Yeah. I got something for you. How would
All right.
you like to own houses in Italy?
In Italy? What part of Italy?
I don't know. Pick a place. Sicily.
Sicily? Oh, yeah. Be a good summer place if I could afford to get there. Yeah, sure, I'm in.
Well, you could definitely afford to buy a house there right now because apparently they have, what's it called? It's just right here. It's just listed as Italy's cheap houses. Anyway, this woman, Rubia Daniels, went on a 10-day trip to Musamelli. I'm fucking ruining this word.
Musamelli.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I like it.
Sure.
It's a small town in Sicily, and she went and she bought 3 houses for $3.30.
What?
Yes.
How'd she do that?
They're old rundown houses. They're old rundown places, and Italy apparently is like trying to sell them to, pump their population
Inspire
back
people
up.
to get people in there and fix them up and be part of the economy and shit.
Yeah, and I'll put the link for the story in our description. But she's done a lot of work to these houses.
Yeah.
And replaced the roofs and fucking all kinds of stuff.
Well, fuck it. $3.50 a house. You can. Your turnaround money is.
She bought all 3 for $3.30. So $1.10 a piece.
Well, still, I mean, the point remains.
Yeah.
You put any kind of money in that and then sell it for, what it's actually worth. Man, I don't know what Italy's housing market's like, but I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty sweet. I'm in. Let's move to Italy.
Yeah, and because here 2 years ago, 9 villages in southern Italy offered to pay millennials $33,000 to move there.
Whoa!
So they'd pay you to move there, dude.
Yeah, so you take the money, buy a house for $1, put the money into the house, profit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess
and
I'm moving to
then just
Italy.
change your citizenship, become Italian.
Hey, spaghetti. Yeah, I'm already there.
Oh.
I'm fucking in, dude. It's me, Mario.
Oh,
yeah,
no. Are you a plumber?
No.
Oh.
No, that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, when I came across this, I was like, we got to talk about
it. I want to get
crazy.
into like the wormhole of YouTube where it's just people renovating houses that they bought for $1 in Italy, because there's gonna be there's gonna be those kinds of like videos. Like, all right, so like the 10-minute crafts and like
Honestly,
DIY fucking videos, and it's just
I love watching those time lapse videos where they
Yeah.
build mud huts.
mud huts. I've never
You know,
watched a mud hut.
really?
Time-lapse,
They
no.
they like dig it out. They dig out a hole in the ground, and then they use all the dirt they just dug out and turn it into mud and make bricks, and then fucking make a little oven and fucking a little door with sticks, and it's fucking wild.
Yeah. No, I've never watched that. That sounds fantastic though.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Like if they do the time lapse and it's like relatively fast, and they put like some some soothing music over the top of it. Hey, get yourself a relaxing day watching them.
I mean, it's probably on there, dude, because there's 10-hour loop video. There's 10-hour loop fireplace videos.
That's true.
Yeah. That just plays classical music with a fire on your TV.
That's There's 10-hour loops of fucking everything.
In other
ahead.
news, my neighbor's house burnt down.
Like what? What do you? What? Your neighbor's house?
Yeah.
Did she live in like a fucking condo thing?
Yeah. So like right across my driveway, like literally right here, the townhouse facing us, the right side of the unit 1 in that townhouse, it's gone. It's fucking burnt to shit.
Jesus.
Because it's burnt up though, the people next door don't have power, so they have to move too.
Oh shit. Whoa.
So
now what?
and now I have no neighbors.
That's tight, actually. It's kind of
Which is kind of cool, but I really like the people whose house burnt. They're really cool. So I'm
Were they?
kind of, yeah. There was like a couple with a little girl. They had a daughter.
They're all like, what happened? Do you know?
They're not. I don't know for sure. It looks like if you stand and look where the fire started, it looks like it came from the fucking breaker box.
Oh. Eee. Is it the same kind of building as yours?
It's the exact same. Same people built ours.
I would get somebody in there to double check yours, maybe.
Yeah, no, I thought about that. I'm waiting on them to like tell us something. You know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just in case it was like a fucking space heater or something.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why you'd have that in 2023, but that used to be my dad heated his entire house with fucking space heaters at one point. It just like had like 3 of them all over the place. I'm like,
I remember being poor.
Mom says these are dangerous.
Yeah, you set them in the center of the room. Don't get too close to them. You'll fucking burn something.
He's like, she doesn't pay the bills around here. Okay, this is my house. Up the fuck space heaters. No, he never talked like that, but it'd be funny if he did. That's wild. That is fucking cool for them, I guess. New house, insurance. Did they all live? I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's fine. Everyone's fine.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
That's such a shitty thing, though. Like all of your stuff getting burnt up, because you're gonna be like, man, remember that thing I had? It's not there anymore because it burned up.
Well, since we're talking about houses,
Yeah.
I have a new idea. So everyone that works for the podcast, we're gonna buy a house for them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start our own little town.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll go to Italy. We'll buy houses for everyone, and we'll all just live together.
Start a company town for the podcast.
Exactly. That means the Stadlers are coming. I can't remember. Damn it, dude! I can't remember her name.
Kylie.
Gangwish, the last name. I couldn't remember her last name. I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
The Gangwishes are coming.
Got to bring her husband because.
Yeah. I guess Kylie can bring her oddly named candle business too. Italians love candles.
It's not her business.
She just
helps them.
No, I'm just talking shit.
No. Don't make fun of him too much. She'll get all mad at us and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can't handle that heat.
So, do you know who Mr. Beast is?
Yeah, he's a YouTuber / well, he's mostly a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, YouTuber, philanthropy, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, it does like a lot of like, hey, I replaced this kid's teeth with Teslas and things. Yeah.
All right, well, so Mr. Beast is doing that. Over the past couple years, he's bought a bunch of property in Greenville. I think that's South Carolina. Or there's I don't know. They don't say exactly. I think it's North Carolina.
Okay.
But he's been doing that. He's bought a bunch of places for because I imagine he has a shit ton of people that work for him. as
Oh,
far as
yeah.
like people who shoot the videos, his friends that work for him in the videos, like shit like that. All those people.
Yeah.
And for family. Well,
Okay.
the internet is freaking out, saying that he's like that's cult like, and that
Oh, okay.
yeah. And he said that the online person, it's saying, like, there's a quote here that his online personality would begin to control his inhabitants' lives.
Oh,
Like, saying that, pretty much, they're all freaking out, saying that Mr. Beast is going to start, like, fucking, I don't know, they're going to turn him into slaves.
yeah. So
don't know.
their assumption is that because he is paying for their place, that they're going to be indebted to this like online persona that he
Yeah.
is.
Exactly.
Like that he is going to somehow be like, you know what? I fucking bought that house for you, so I don't know why you're not at work right now. Like, you know, like that kind of shit. That's weird. I don't know. People get fucking like there's walking around cults on a daily basis that people are like, fine, I don't care. But the second like somebody like Mr. Beast is trying to do something genuine, like he does so many like total philanthropy related things where it's like
it
he's
says
not
here,
doing anything bad. He's just buying people shit. Like,
yeah. It says here in 2017, he started something called Beast Philanthropy,
Yeah.
and their mission statement is feed those who are hungry, house those who are homeless, and combat the suffering for those in need. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So far, his organization has distributed more than 6 million pounds of food to more than 319 million people, and that he donated $3 million to the Ukraine refugees last summer.
Sounds like a fucking piece of shit to me.
Yeah, the worst. Sounds like a cult leader if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah. I fucking hate it. Next, they're gonna come after Dan because he donates part of his money from all of his stuff every month to a different
Dan is
thing.
a cult leader, and you're in that cult. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I know, but it's a fun one at least. Nobody's had to have sex with him yet, other than his wife, which makes sense. But it is what it is.
I feel so bad for her.
Do you?
Do you want to have sex with Dan?
Oh, I don't. But
Do you?
Yeah. Well, they get shit for Mr. Beast doing this. Oh, it's a fucking cult. Meanwhile, the Mormons, an actual fucking cult.
Yes.
I found this article that this whistleblower has stated that they have a $100 billion clandestine hedge fund. And they're not paying taxes. So, here's the fucking deal. Maybe we worry about these fucking guys. How about that?
I like it.
Fuck goddamn Mormons with their sister wives and their brother husbands and their $100 billion hedge fund. Being a little creepy. All right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Pieces of shit. Anyway. But yeah, I guess we don't know who the person was, but a former investment manager for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, get a new fucking name, that's too long, says that the organization stockpiled more than $100 billion in funding intended for charity work, but never spent it on such projects. So it's like, when you're at Joel Osteen's electric blue carpet fashion show thing, that he's like, you gotta give us money, man. And then he builds this huge fucking church and then doesn't let any homeless people in when there's crazy storms outside. And then he just keeps getting more money. And you're like, what the fuck is this charity stuff gonna start, And it doesn't. And that's what's happening here. $100 billion is a lot of fucking money. That's so much money.
Well, I mean, I think they're protected, right? Because what churches don't
they
pay.
are, and that's the fucking problem. But it's also, I think, I don't know, because a hedge
I really
fund
don't agree with it.
A hedge fund for a church, I feel is not the right way to do that. I feel if you're donating money for charity and that money is getting turned into the church should be fucking, I don't know, using it, and they're not.
I mean, you could argue that they are using it because they're investing it for the good of the church.
But they haven't done anything with it. That's the thing.
They're waiting for the right time, dude. All right.
No. What's the right time?
When a sale
When
on their
fucking
magic.
Joseph Smith comes back and they can buy
dude.
more fucking golden tablets? I don't think so.
Plus, they got to pay for that magic underwear they wear.
And it was created in 1997. So
Holy shit. Okay.
yeah. So anyway, pretty
They're
cool.
saving it for the end of the world. You seem a little insensitive.
Yeah, well, fuck 'em.
Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
Yeah, it is. Sidestepping slightly, the IRS is testing a free e-filing system that could compete with tax prep giants. So that's good. I mean, technically, you could already do this on their website. You just have to know all the numbers that you need to know.
No.
And then you just put it in yourself, but people don't like doing that because
How
they're
about
fucking lazy.
how about they give the IRS a little bit more money so they can actually, up their manning a little bit, and I'll just send you my W-2 at the end of the year, and then you tell me if I'm getting money back or not.
They should honestly just do that way, but they're not going to, because why would you make a person do it when you can have a website funnel all the information in and then automatically sort it out? Like, they're not going to do that, That's what this thing is. It's a basically just a direct filing software that they're working with, which I guess is good because fucking TurboTax is like, we're free, dude, and then it's like $80 later, $180 later, and they got in trouble for it, and there was like class action lawsuits, and they're still fucking doing it, and I don't understand how that works because did you
get money?
No, but
Natalie got money.
Yeah. How much did she get?
I think like $29.
That's almost the $400 I've given them in the last 3 years, but yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well.
Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, so there's that. I also I saw this fucking story. I'm like, man, why didn't I think of that? This guy gets pulled over in Colorado. And he was, I guess, he was speeding. He was driving 52 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night.
Oh,
give you a little guess as to what he's actually doing. It's a little
racing,
little booze cruising.
Oh, okay.
He had a passenger in his car, and he tried to switch seats with the passenger after he got pulled over.
Okay.
Here's the problem. Passenger was his dog. Oh my god, dude. If you fucking walked up to this car after pulling it over and you open like the windows down and there's just a fucking dog in the driver's seat, yeah, you kind of have to let him go at that point, right? Like, I feel like it's kind of funny, You're like, all right, man. Where's your license? You don't have a license. You're not old enough. Or you're too old. One of the two. I don't know. Yeah.
Damn. No, dude, just imagine, the cop walks up, the window comes down, and it's the dog, and then the dog licks him, so that's sexual battery. The dog's going to jail for sure.
Yeah. Assault on a police officer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, shocking to no one, the male party showed clear signs of intoxication when asked about his alcohol consumption. The male party ran from the officer and was quickly apprehended within about 20 yards of the vehicle. Got that 20-yard sprint down, though. Hey.
Yeah. So, I don't know how true it is, but I've always been told, I was told a couple times, but not always. Just a couple times I was told that if you're drinking and driving, and if you leave an unopened beer in the car, right? And as soon as you get pulled over, you get out and you pop the beer in front of them and drink it in front of them. They can't prove you were drinking and driving because they just saw you drink right in front of them, not driving.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. But if somebody ends up knowing, put it in the comments on the old YouTube, because that's one of them tricky things that I don't know about. But
yeah, red ants or carpenter ants. Come on.
Yeah, or like just get out of the was it Black Sheep with what's his name, Chris Farley, and they run out of the car like fuck the bees, and then the cops are like, oh, he wasn't driving like an asshole. There's just bees in the car. Pull the little trick move on him. Ah, man. You gotta try and do stuff. Be smarter, work smarter,
Yeah.
not harder. Right?
I feel like that's working harder though.
It is. Yeah. Well, the
The bees
easiest
thing?
the easiest thing would have just not drive like an asshole, but
Or just don't drink and drive.
yeah, or that.
Yeah.
So, um, so I have this fun story about strippers in Hollywood.
Yes.
They unionized.
Oh.
The North Hollywood topless bar, there's a dancers at a North Hollywood topless bar will become the only strippers in the United States to gain union recognition after the club's management withdrew challenges to their guild election.
Damn.
First of all, good call. I didn't know like strippers need a union for sure. Like the players union, NBA, NFL Players Association. Like you guys need some fucking help. Like like you need protection and legal protection too. But I don't know. I don't know why this hasn't happened sooner, other than the fact that union busting is pretty popular. But the the strip club's called Star Garden, and
I got a
think
really
that's pretty
important
cool.
question.
What's up?
Do you think that the prostitutes in Nevada or sex workers in Nevada are unionized?
Ooh, I don't know. I would say that the ones that work at like the official places might be, but I don't know about the freelance ones. Probably not.
Sorry.
I don't know. Yeah,
It just
that's a
hit
good
me.
question.
I was like, if strippers are doing it, the sex
Well-
workers got to be doing it. They should be doing it. They're
The-
definitely not protected.
The issue, or not the issue, but the purpose, like from what it seems, unions are in effect like their workers' rights, right? They're
Yeah.
protecting the person from the company using them inappropriately. And there's a lot of companies that fucking hate unions. Starbucks and what's the other one? Amazon. They all
Yeah.
fucking hate unions, but like then you look back, you look at these strippers, they're gonna have a good life. They're gonna be protected from the Star Garden. Is that what it was? Star Garden, from abusing them and making them work too many hours and stifling their tips and things like that.
Is that the name of the strip club? Star Garden?
Yeah, Star Garden.
Oh, okay. I thought that was some like, I don't know. I didn't know
Yeah.
what it was.
Star Garden. Yeah. So
What a weird name for a strip club.
yeah, I mean, it's Hollywood, so like you gotta the stars, the Garden
know.
of Star. We grow stars here. Whoa, maybe that's what it is. Man, thinking deep.
You start off stripping at Star Garden and then you star in a movie.
Oh. Produced by Jeremy Brazzers.
Yeah. They're just working their way through college
Yeah. Yeah.
or through acting school or whatever that is.
Whatever.
Yeah. I like it.
So I have a random, not random. It's so the story's kind of random, but it like sent me down an also somewhat random rabbit hole
Okay.
for like half a second. So there is a high school student in Oklahoma, and she was of Native American heritage, right?
Okay.
And was given this sacred eagle plume for graduation when she was, I think 3 is what it says, like in a ceremony. Yeah, when she was 3 years old. And they're like, this is what you get. This is for your future. Like graduation, you put this on your cap, right? And this security guard and also school counselor like forcibly tried to remove it during graduation and ruined this sacred golden eagle plume thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey man, you can't wear that, even though their school system has like allowances for cultural added like regalia to the, what do you call it, the graduation outfit,
Gown.
right?
Yeah. Cap and gown.
Because Oklahoma has a pretty like substantially larger native population than some of
Yeah.
the other states because you know Andrew Jackson and his really sweet ideas. But anyway, so there's like a system in place where they're like, okay, you put in a thing, and then like a not an officer, but somebody
An official,
reviews
school
it,
official.
like
Yeah.
well, no, a official of like a tribe official, an Indian, like an American Indian official reviews it and goes, oh yeah, that's within this, this group or whatever, and that ties in with this, and it's all cool. Basically to prevent people from going, oh yeah, dude, I'm allowed to wear a full headdress, dude, and they're like, no, you're like blonde hair, blue eyed, like straight out of, you know, straight out of Germany, kind of like you're not allowed to do that.
Right.
So that's what this rule is supposed to prevent. But at this school, the officer or like the person who's in charge of doing that, reviewing these things, there hasn't been one, and there won't be until September 2023, and there was no interim. Yeah, so there's no real way for anybody to get approved on anything.
Yeah.
And so she's like, well, I'm just gonna do it. And then they try to like forcibly remove it. And then so now she and a Native American Rights Fund and Pipe Stem Law they're filing a lawsuit against the school district for violating her rights despite existing laws that should have ensured she was able to do this, right?
Yeah.
And this led me to, well, two things. She is of the Otto Missouri tribe, and I didn't know this, but random throwback for me, that tribe is the one who named Nebraska, because they got a word called Nebraska, which is flat water.
Oh shit.
And I didn't know that. Well, I knew that that's what that meant, but I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah.
So that was kind of neat. But then, while I was reading this article, they're like, "Hey, there's a law we tried to pass that would have let this situation happen without any incident, and it was vetoed despite having near unanimous bipartisan support by the governor." He's like, I know literally everybody except for one person agreed with this, but now I'm going to veto it. Basically, his reasoning was, if this was going to happen, the proverbial Pandora's box will be open for other groups to go over the heads of local superintendents and demand special favor to wear whatever they please at a formal ceremony, which... Dude, fuck a graduation ceremony, first of all. Like, it's boring as shit. Let them wear fun stuff. What's the problem? Like, it's fucking dumb. Like, it's such a small moment in your life as a, an educator or whatever. Like, you don't see these kids again after that. What's the fucking problem?
Yeah, I feel like as long as it's not inappropriate, then what's the deal? What's the problem?
Yeah, like... Okay, maybe at first, maybe some kids are gonna be douches about it, but really, like, not everybody's gonna do anything, and you can just, case by case basis at that point, right? Like, hey, listen, just let them fucking go.
Honestly,
like, we're not gonna win this one. Like,
I think as long as it's not like nudity, or like, they come out with like fuck on their gown, you know what I mean? Like just
a big old painted pair of tits on their thing.
Yeah, so see, that would be inappropriate. But like, if someone wants to wear something showing their sexuality, like,
dude, if somebody wants to
come out
wear
with a rainbow fucking gown, wear it. Like, whatever.
If somebody wants to wear a goddamn Star Wars armor set of a stormtrooper, let them wear it, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Like, who cares? It's fucking graduation. It's supposed to be fun. Fuck all the formality of it. Like, why do we do this shit? Like, I was reading some posts on Facebook. I'm friends with some people who aren't from America, don't live in America now.
Yeah.
Through, various things. And apparently, Like, we're the only ones that still take like graduating high school super duper seriously. And that's what this was a high school graduation. And it's like, okay, man, like you're kind of expected to get there at this point, right? Like, I get it, it's a big step, but also like maybe let them have a little fun. Maybe don't take it so fucking serious and don't treat it like a church or a funeral. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, that's what I got this week.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, we got one more thing before we wrap up, and that is the Billboard 200 Top 10. All right, so starting off at number 1 this week, one thing at a time, Morgan Wallen. 10 weeks running, no big deal.
No BD.
Debuting at number 2 this week, we got Blank by Ed Sheeran.
I think it's a dash.
Dash. Yeah.
It looks like a dash.
I can't. Know. The Navy in me wanted to say tack.
Tack, Ed Sheeran.
Tack, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
At number 3, we got Midnights by Taylor Swift. Number 4, SOS by SZA. Number 5, Dangerous Double Album, Morgan Wallen. 122 weeks. He has not dropped below the top 10 spots. Yeah. I'm just saying. Debuting at number 6, we got Unforgiven by Lay Seraphim.
Yeah. I was like, I'm curious to see how you're going to pronounce that.
At number 7, we got Lover by Taylor Swift. Number 8, Un Vierno Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. Number 9, Getting Old by Luke Combs. And number 10, Heroes and Villains by Metro Boomin.
Shit. Nice.
I like it. Good, solid. Yeah. You know who's not there? Whatever that one girl that I hated for weeks. She's not there. Just the one.
Yeah.
She sings Driver's License. Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah,
that one. Fucking.
Oh yeah, she's at 53.
Good. Keep going down. Curious. Go away. Cry baby.
The Ed Sheeran album, I believe, is like so. Because I can't remember what the last one was, but I feel like it had something similar to where it was like an equal sign or something like that. But from what I remember reading about, like each of these kind of albums are like focusing on a different aspect of his like mental health, right?
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I gotta listen to it to know more, but that's kind of the general vibe of what the idea is, if I remember correctly. So
okay.
But the cover art's kind of wild.
Hell yeah. It's like a heart or something.
Well, it's him. That's him overlaid with like some other stuff.
Oh.
And he's like painted yellow.
Oh.
But maybe the like double exposure heart overlay thing is a part of it. I don't know. It looks like. Yeah. I don't know. Pretty neat. Pretty neat.
We'd like to thank our friends, the Dutch and Denver podcast, the No New Friends podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys, and the Remedy Room. Follow all of our links. They're right above my head. That's why I'm doing this. Because if you're watching this, they're right here. Yeah. If you're listening, they're in the description below. It's linktree/WOKPOD. We have merch now, shirts, sports bras, leggings, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, crop tops.
If we get 50 comments on the next YouTube video, I'll send you whoever. We'll pick somebody at random from the 50 comments, and we'll send someone a t-shirt.
Yeah.
50 comments on this video. Free t-shirt.
Do it. I believe in you.
Come on.
Well, I wasn't talking to you, but I was talking to the people listening. I know you can do it. Fucking dumb bitch. Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.